In today's video, I'm going to talk with you all about my 2022 health resolutions, which ones I was able to accomplish, which ones not so much, and the tools and tactics that I used to actually reach my goals over the past year. Hi there, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Jessica and I'm a holistic nutritionist and a mom, but here on my channel, we focus on all things mom life. Being in the wellness space, sometimes I feel like people can just assume that it's really easy for me to reach my health goals, when in actuality, sometimes it can feel even more challenging because I feel like I'm constantly trying to set the bar for myself and like raise it up and take it to the next level because of what I've done last year or the year before or the person I was health and wellness wise before I became a mother. So over the last few years, I've kind of had to take a step back and reprioritize what I actually want to accomplish and how I actually want to feel. And that is the biggest thing that came through in the last 2 years. Since 2020, all of us have had to stop, reevaluate, and take a look at our life. Like that was just something that most of us have had to come to terms with. And for me, after 2021, I came to the realization that it's not so much about what I want to accomplish, but how I want to feel when I get there. So if I want to eat healthier and I want to have a smoothie every single day, why is that? Well, because I want to feel nourished from the inside out. So is it the smoothie or is it maintaining a healthy balance with foods and getting a variety of nutrient-dense foods in first thing in the morning? So do you kind of see what I'm doing here? How sometimes we can set these goals that often feel very black and white, and they leave little room for flexibility. And when things shift and when life gets busy, as it does, we can abandon these goals because there is no gray area. And I just don't think that's the best, healthiest, and most conducive outlook to have on a healthy lifestyle. So I'm hopeful that today's video will be extremely motivating for you. And also, I hope that'll help you change your perspective. So the number one thing that helped me achieve my health and wellness goals, and this is not new if you are a subscriber of my channel, but that was to ingredient prep, not meal prep, ingredient prep. I have been preaching this since the inception of my channel, that I am a huge believer in ingredient prep. From a clinical perspective as a holistic nutritionist, I promise you that this will change your relationship and the way that you prepare foods. If you have these nourishing, beautiful ingredients prepared and ready to go in your refrigerator and in your pantry, you are 75% more likely to grab them, use them, and consume them. That is a huge and staggering statistic. So if you could make yourself 75% more likely to reach a goal, I'm pretty sure all of us would agree that we would do anything and everything to get there. So for me, ingredient prepping is really simple. On the weekends, we do our grocery shopping, whether that's Saturday or Sunday. I bring everything home. I wash all of the produce. I chop the produce. I put it in its appropriate containers in the refrigerator. Likewise, I like to prepare 1 cup of quinoa, 1 cup of brown rice. I will bake and chop up some sweet potatoes for the week ahead and have these staples on hand so that I can quickly pull together healthy, nutrient-dense foods with minimal effort and minimal time. This is key. This is truly critical. If you're not somebody who wants to jump all in with a brand new meal plan in the coming year, but if you are somebody who wants to jump in with a meal plan in the coming year, then you should most definitely join the Living Well membership area. I will have that linked for you in the description box down below. Every single week, you can follow along with me and my weekly meal plans and join our monthly live calls. But if you're not somebody who's ready for that level of commitment and you just kind of want to dip your toe in and have a few healthy meals here and there, then I would highly encourage you to do some ingredient prepping. And next to that, in my ingredient prepping, I of course make my smoothie bags. Smoothies are truly my insurance policy. It is the easiest way to get a ton of nutrition into your diet first thing in the morning. First thing, you can kind of check the box and get it out of the way. So while you're doing your ingredient prepping, you can line up reusable stasher bags. I will have my favorites linked for you in the description box down below. You can put your kale, you can put your bananas, your berries, your flax seeds, your chia seeds, all of your ingredients into these reusable bags. Take all of the air out, toss them into the freezer. Do not add the liquid. Toss them into the freezer, morning of, pull them out, dump them into the blender, add your liquid, blend, go. You were out the door in under 3 minutes with an unbelievable breakfast. I will have some of my favorite smoothie videos linked for you up here in the cards. You can check out that playlist. I will also have that linked for you in the description box down below. So ingredient prepping to me is probably the #1 reason I was able to achieve my health and wellness goals this year. The next key thing that I've done over the past year, and I really had to set this boundary for myself after 2021, and I'll get back to the rationale soon. But the next thing that I did was I snacked more consciously. There is so many times we get extremely busy during the day where we're running from meeting to meeting, or we're home with our kids, we're going to activity after activity, or our kids are in school and we're cleaning the house, we're folding laundry, we're doing the dishes. The list of things to do is endless. So I understand that it can be extremely hard to sit down and eat lunch when you're trying to cram everything into a small window. But here's where things get tricky. I see this day in and day out in my practice. I hear this from probably 7 out of 10 mothers that I speak to, that they skip lunch or they eat like the leftovers on their toddler's plate, like a chicken nugget here, a handful of raspberries there. 2, 3 o'clock rolls around and we are ravenous. In the pantry, grabbing crackers, pretzels, cookies, you name it, to try and get that boost of energy to make it through our second half of the day. Because we all know that from, anywhere between 3 and 8 p.m. is probably our busiest time of the day with homework, after school activities, keeping the kids entertained, trying to prepare dinner. It's like a full work day from 3 until 8 p.m. So I understand the need for a little boost of energy, but far too often we're gravitating towards carby, sugary snacks to give us that boost. So I encourage you, 1, to sit down and eat lunch. I have so many ideas here on my YouTube channel, over on Instagram, of course in the Living Well membership area, for cold salads that you can put together and have in the refrigerator. You pull them out, toss them in a bowl with a little bit of greens, avocado, ready to go. So many soups. It is December when I'm filming this video, and it is just the start of our winter here. It's actually kind of not even winter quite yet. Winter goes all the way until April here in Michigan. So soups are a beautiful and incredibly easy lunch to have. So #1, I would encourage you to have something for lunch, a proper lunch, and then to snack more consciously. I had to get into this habit because I was overscheduling myself last year in 2021, meeting to meeting to meeting. My practice really exploded in 2020, late 2020, and in 2021. My practice took off, and I was so unbelievably grateful. But as I was trying to manage my new schedule of this influx of new clients that I was so honored to work with, I was overlapping meetings and scheduling them back to back to back. I do have a snacking video that I will link for you up here in the cards and in the description box down below, whether it's chia pudding or it's crudité with hummus and salsa, and that you have steady blood sugar and therefore steady energy all the way through the afternoon, leading you right up until dinner time. So when it comes to goals that I didn't quite achieve to my fullest expectation, that is this one, and that's sleep. I wanted to get the best sleep of my life in 2022 because, as I mentioned, 2021 was a rough year for sleep with me. I was staying up way too late and waking up way too early, and I definitely wasn't feeling my best because we know sleep is the cornerstone of health. I will say I definitely got better sleep in 2022, but not my best sleep. I launched the membership area in May, so there was like a period of 4 months where I was working on that pretty much around the clock. And then of course, creating content for YouTube and Instagram, and filming videos, editing videos, doing client meal plans, client charts, and then of course, all of the recipes that do go into the membership area. I still pushed myself more than I would like. I still stayed up a little bit later, woke up early on those days I stayed up late, but I did get better sleep. And in my quest to get the best sleep of my life, I of course did purchase the Aura Ring, as I mentioned, and I nightly took the BioOptimizer's Magnesium Breakthrough. They are not partnering with me on today's video, but it is just genuinely a product that has changed my life. And so I will continue to take that product every single day and talk about it, even in videos where I don't collaborate with them. But on this journey of getting better sleep, it's definitely a habit that I'm going to continue into the new year and continue to focus on. Just like walking 10,000 steps per day will be a huge focus for me next year, so will sleep. I'm really, really proud of the progress I have made, not constantly staying up until midnight working and then getting back up at 4:30 in the morning. It's been more of like 11 o'clock shutting down and then waking up at 5:15. And I ultimately want to move this closer to 10:15, shut down, asleep by 10:30, up at 5:15. That's like my ideal sleep schedule. So on this journey to be more empathetic with myself and fully recognize that changing habits and patterns do take time, sleep is a big one. So I didn't quite achieve this goal, but I definitely made major strides. And like walking, this will be a prominent part of my 2023 goals and aspirations to get better sleep and keep moving my body between 10 to 16,000 steps per day. I want to thank you all so much for your support over the past year and years. Please know genuinely how much it means to me, and a very Merry Christmas to all of you who are watching that celebrate. And next week I will be back with 10 of my favorite habits that will make you healthier and happier. I really think you guys are going to enjoy that video. And if you liked today's video, you can let me know by giving it a big thumbs up. And now the subscribe button is right over here on the screen. Give that a click. That way you don't miss a single video. And I hope to see you back here next Thursday.